Let's take a look at the spacesuits of the Artemis generation. We are going to the moon by 2024, and we want it to be sustainable. In other words, we're going to be able to stay at the moon for long periods of time by 2028, and we're going to have in orbit around the moon a gateway. In other words, a permanent and reusable command module around the moon for 15 years. If we remember the Apollo generation, you remember Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, they bunny hopped on the surface of the moon. Well, now we're actually going to be able to walk on the surface of the moon, which is very different than our suits of the past.
So one of the things we've looked at is trying to reduce the space here, make a smaller unit, display and control unit here, and get those shoulders to where she has a lot more mobility to move. So she's able to do a cross reach and get across the suit, as well as reach overhead, which they can't do today and couldn't do during the Apollo program. So we have a waist bearing, and we have 3 bearings on the legs, as well as a flexion extension joint here at the waist. And that gives Chris a lot of capability to move around and do whatever tasks we might need to do for science and maintenance on the planetary surface. So my mentor worked on the Apollo suit, and 2 things I learned were zippers are bad and cables are bad. So we have no zippers and cables on this suit. What we have are bearings, so we can move easily in that pressurized suit. And what we need to do then is protect the bearings from the dust. And so we have seals in the bearings. We also are designing our environmental protection garment so that it helps mitigate the dust as well. There'll be fewer seams and new materials that keep the dust out.